nail your mornings so that the rest of your day can get you closer to your bigger picture dreams and your goals, because that's what we're trying to do. We got one life to live. You only live once. Let's make it happen, okay? Every day we get this chance in the morning when we wake up to nail our mornings so that we can set ourselves up for a great rest of the day. It's so important that we try to make our mornings great so that the rest of our day can follow suit. I used to be somebody who had a really hard time waking up in the morning. I kind of just always slept in and told myself, I'm not a morning person. No matter how much I wanted to be a morning person, the idea that I could wake up and just be ready and inspired to do the most important task of my day seemed so far from possible. But what I've found is that changing our daily routine or our morning habits is actually a lot less difficult and less daunting than we make it out to be in our heads. These things can seem so tough and hard to reach, but they're actually much more simple. And I didn't realize it's about the little bite-sized day-to-day micro actions that matter way more than the big epiphanies. So in today's video, we're going to talk about a simple and effective way to nail your mornings so that the rest of your day can get you closer to your bigger picture dreams and your goals, because that's what we're trying to do. We got one life to live. You only live once. Let's make it happen, okay? So I want to introduce you guys to what has been the major catalyst to my mornings being just kick-ass. And it's this journal right here. So I really never expected that I was going to get this journal and think that it was the best shit that ever happened to me. But so this is called the Morning Sidekick Journal by Habit Nest. And Habit Nest actually reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to get a copy of this journal and see if I liked it. And if I liked it, I could recommend it to you guys and give you guys a discount code on it. And I was a little bit nervous because I don't want to recommend stuff that I'm not using. But once I got this journal and I started using it, it's crazy because I am sitting down now to make this video and I have recommended this journal to multiple people before I sat down today to make this video. So what makes this journal different from the journals that, you can get anywhere, that you've probably used before, that you just open up and it's got some lines and maybe an inspirational quote, or maybe it says nothing and it's just for you to write. While those are great and maybe work for you and some people, for me, it was really hard to stay motivated when you just see the same page every day. It can be so exciting to see a page that says, task 1, check mark when it's done, great job, or own your day. But after you've seen that 50 times, it's just not cutting it anymore. For me, it's like after 7 days, I'm like, dude, this ain't enough. And I just stopped looking at it. And these people who wrote this journal really thought that through. You can tell they've truly gone through this and they know the problems. Every page has a little bit of what you've seen the day before, but also a little bit new. This thing is always reteaching you every day over and over again what you need to keep going and keep learning, because a habit is not an epiphany. A habit is not an overnight thing or a one-time, I'm gonna do this. Maybe you are that one person in the world who can wake up and just change their life and do it every day, but I'm not like that. And I don't know a lot of people who are like that. I think that the biggest thing that humans have stacked against us is that we are creatures of repetition. And without repetition, we think we're not good at stuff. Oh my gosh, I don't have this talent. I don't have this skill. No, you just need to practice that skill or that talent and you will have it eventually. The same goes for nailing your mornings and being a morning person. Like I said in the beginning, I used to say, I'm not a morning person. Why would I not be a morning person? Because I never forced myself to wake up and do the things that would teach my brain, oh, this is good. Chemically, I'm going to get rewarded for waking up and doing something. This is a game almost of training your mind. This journal helps you do that so well. Something that this journal has taught me so much is that we have this idea. When you close your eyes or when you think about what's my future me, and you imagine you in this different way than you are now, but what are you doing now to make that person happen? And that's the separation we need to fill, or you will never reach this end goal that you're going for. So this journal is constantly reminding you to nail these micro movements, nail these micro tasks every day, get up and do these 5 things so that every day you're like, oh, I can do this. I already know what I'm doing. I'm not waking up to a question mark. Oh, what's my day look like? You already know. Okay, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna go straight to 5 minutes of my most important task, which let me tell you is revolutionary. This has helped me so much. You just wake up and do 5 minutes of the most important thing. You are a golden girl. You gonna get shit done today. I had never heard of that style of doing anything. In fact, I kind of was always taught the opposite, that when you do something, you dive deep. You would never do something for 5 minutes. Why would you do that? It's been revolutionary. Doing something for 5 minutes is what gets your brain feeling like it's easy. You already just did it, and now you actually feel excited to get back into it later. Let's say that you go with, I'm just gonna give you an example, 5-item morning routine that I would typically do. So I wake up, 5 minutes of the most important task of my day, changes everything. Then I go and I have a glass of tea and I do a 5-minute timed meditation. I put a timer on because you know what? I'm a human being. I am not perfect at meditating. I can't just think it's been 5 minutes. I'm not gonna beat myself up for it. I'm gonna put on a timer and I'm gonna do what works for me. So I do that. When the timer's up, I go and I take my tea to the next thing, which is typically read 2 pages of Tribe of Mentors, the book that I'm reading right now, rereading right now, I've had for a little bit. Fantastic book by Tim Ferriss, you should definitely read. In fact, pretty sure that the people who made this were very inspired by Tim Ferriss. There's just so much Tim talk in here. Anyways, if you are into feeling inspired and then having an outlet to do something about it with, this journal is the journal for you, because I think that a lot of us can get inspired and we can get really hyped up, but then we get down on ourselves when we wake up the next day and don't know what to do about that hype. And this journal really helps you be accountable for every day what to do about that hype, what to do about that feeling that you felt when you felt so inspired by that person who was getting their shit done. This book mixes a lot of inspiration, a lot of stories of people who are getting their shit done, with a lot of inspiration for you to affirm yourself, constantly telling you to have affirmations, just telling yourself good things. And I mean, this kind of seemed a little bit cheesy to me at first, but it really works. You know, you wake up and you say something like, you just wait, I'm gonna open it and I'm gonna read it to you, because that's the most realistic thing I can do. Here we go. Story time, people. I see how successful people around the world understand that to get what you want in life, you have to utilize every damn day to its full potential. It did say every damn day, not me, people, it's them. I will leap out of my bed as soon as my alarm goes off at blank AM and begin my day with a surge of energy. I will use that extra morning time to do some of the best habits known to man and woman. That's my dog. I added woman. My productivity, efficiency, and energy will soar through the roof by waking up with purpose and intention. And I mean, okay, maybe you didn't like that one, but there's affirmations all up in this bitch. So there's gotta be one in here that's gonna rock your world. And that's what I really like about this, is that not every page is perfect for me, but there's definitely a page in here at least every couple days that is revolutionary. Is so inspiring for me to have something that constantly holds me accountable. And I think that's why it's so important for me to keep driving that into you and make this video as authentic as possible. Because why do I get up and make my mornings great? Because I have a dream for my life to be better than what it is right now. Of course, I'm happy. I live in a beautiful place. I live in a beautiful apartment with somebody that I love, and I have a wonderful dog and all these great things. But at the end of the day, I want more with my life. I have bigger dreams than this. And I realized that this takes action. And until I had this journal, I never realized how guilt is a discipline destroyer. you feel guilty when you don't do something that you told yourself you needed to do, your brain is now feeling negative instead of feeling like it's a possible thing and it's positive and you can do this. It's the biggest defeater of you feeling like you can actually get this shit done. So that's something that I feel like I've never really truly held myself accountable to, is to discontinue this act of telling myself, wow, Kirsten, good job, you didn't get that done. Wow, why is it taking you so long to accomplish this? I've stopped making myself feel guilty, and rather than feel guilty, I've started to say, what can I do right now that gets me closer to it? Just 5 minutes of it. Break it down into the most micro task you can do at this very minute to make yourself get further. Pause the video, write it down. What is the most important thing to you right now to accomplish your dreams before you go to sleep tonight? Of course, you can't do everything in one day, but you can do something that gets the ball rolling. And that's what we're here for. That's what I'm trying to help you do, is to get the ball rolling, to make you feel inspired, because you only live one life, my friend. And like I said, we got to get to going.